Hello and welcome to Fanshawe College's virtual open house. My name is Pranav Rathi and I work for Fanshawe's international department, looking after the South Asia market in New Delhi, India. I will be the host for today's session. Before we begin today's session, I would like to review a few housekeeping items. Audience webcams and mics would be turned off for the session. If you have any questions throughout the session, please submit it with the questions feature. To open the questions feature, click on the question mark. Following the session, we will have a live Q&A from the questions that were submitted during the presentation. We will try our level best to get through all the submitted questions within the session time. If you would be having any further questions after completion of the session, you can email to international@fanshawe.ca or book an appointment with one of our Fanshawe College recruiters in your region. If you have multiple programs that are open and running in your system, it may compromise with your webinar experience. We recommend you to take a moment now and close rest of the programs before we begin today's session. Now I would like to introduce Mark Bueno, who will be speaking about the BIA 1B Business Information Systems Architecture program at Fanshawe College. I will be back again for the live Q&A, and I'm going to pass it over to Mark now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. I hope that you can hear me.
Yes.
You can hear me, right? Great. So my name is Mark Bueno, and I'll be basically, I'm the coordinator of the Business and Information Systems Architecture program at Fanshawe College. And I'll try to actually give like an overview of the program, and then we'll be opening for questions and answers. So basically, we call it like, we call it the BIA. BIA is short for Business and Information Systems Architecture program. It's a 2-year Business and Information Systems Architecture graduate certificate. What we usually call it out there as PG. It's a postgraduate certificate granted by the Ontario government. Well, I have here, like in the bottom, like a picture of our brand new campus. It's called London South Campus, which is part of the whole Fanshawe complex. So the BIA, I'll dig deeper a little bit on that, but it's designed for what's the audience? It's designed for people that are graduate their bachelor's degree or have some good understanding of the IT field and or business field and want to bring it to the next level. So it is designed, as we'll see later on in more detailed slides, to fill the gap between IT and business, but following a very holistic view. What do I mean by a holistic view? You're gonna be able to actually cover. We'll be covering a large area within the IT spectrum and business spectrum, because that's what the market is looking for nowadays. More than specialists, we're going into people that are called full stack or generalists with very, very deep knowledge of what they do. Again, we're located at the brand new Fanshawe campus, which is the London South, called London South Campus. This is me. Unfortunately, I'm having problems with the web camera, but this is me, and I have like over 20 years, yeah, dealing with international students, with domestic students, with education in general, like and always putting together like IT. I have a master's in IT, a master's in education, and a master's in administration as well, in business administration. So the idea was that I would be able to guide you as good as possible in your journey in the IT business field. If I was going to talk about, if I had to define the Business and Information Systems Architecture program, I would say it's a very unique program, because basically what we do is this definition is pretty good. I mean, the Business and Information Systems Information Systems Architecture program, BIA, is a 2-year postgraduate program, carefully and uniquely designed to bring the best of IT, but a broad spectrum of IT: networking and cybersecurity, cloud computing, big data, data science, web development. We're going to be bringing all of this together with one single goal: to solve real world business problems. So we usually put that the BIA is, in short, is a program where computer science meets business IT demands in an unprecedented way. So you can see, I mean, these pieces of puzzle that we like to actually use as in the BIA, because it is actually, we're putting together pieces of the puzzle that industry has told us that it was missing, that it will be clear soon. But at the same time, note that there's still room at the top here and on the edges for us to connect our knowledge to other, to more technologies, to more education after you graduate. So we're preparing you in a variety of aspects in terms of in a broad spectrum, again, bringing together IT and computer, IT and business demands. So in terms of an illustration for that, this is, we usually have, this is what we have nowadays. We have business programs actually, I mean, this is where we have everywhere worldwide. We usually have business operations and management programs that focus on, they may focus on HR, finances, purchasing, marketing, IT, manufacturing. And on the other hand, we have the IT programs focusing on networking, focused on cloud computing, web and mobile development. We have so many data science, but there's one thing in there. Note that we have a gap. This gap in the middle of the lower part, the blue part, is like IT guys and girls, IT people. At the top, business people. And we need to talk. And we need to talk in a much better way than we've been doing nowadays. We need to speak the same language, or we have to understand. So we want the blue guys in the bottom, the blue people, the IT, to better understand business operations, and business people to better understand what IT can do for them. This is more than just a business systems analysis program or a business analysis program, because this is like an overall thing that would apply not only to big corporations or large corporations, but to all sort of businesses. So the idea is to do what? To have the business, we're gonna have the business needs, but now we have in the bottom the BIA. And what about this gap? The gap is now gone. It's gone, and then the idea is that we have more smooth solutions with people that have a broad knowledge in IT, with people that have a broad knowledge in business, but now they can talk to each other much better, much more, much in a much smooth, in a smoothly way. The program delivery, I'd like to talk a little bit about how it's delivered. The program is delivered in 4 semesters. Semester 1 and 2, That's the holistic foundation, where, remember, we have people from business, we have people from IT, we have people from related fields, and we want them to have, we want to bring everyone to the same level. So semesters 1 and 2, we bring students to the same level, following usually a 40%, 60% ratio between theory and hands-on. So a little bit more theory and good hands-on experience. On semesters 3 and 4, the thing changed a little bit. We're gonna be much more driven, applied project driven, and applied research. We're gonna be doing what, we're gonna be seeing what they actually have out there in the company. Then the 40, 60% turns into, we reduce the theoretical part to 30, 25, 30%, and the hands-on to 70, 75%, and increase the use of real-world scenarios, wrapping up with a capstone project. There's a huge participation of guest speakers from all over the world, and specifically from London and London companies. Field trips, kind of now it's on hold or done virtually, and we're gonna prepare you to get certified in the area that you feel that best fits your needs. Business and Information Systems program, we, in terms of resources, I think that we're very careful about our professors, that you'll find experts in their field. You're not going to find just academic people or just industry people. You're going to find empathetic and very friendly people that know what it is to deal with international and domestic students, with online or in-person education, and they all hold either a PhD degree, a master's degree. They are renowned in their field. In terms of students, as I said, we have people from all over the world. The course is very unique, with a very high demand of people. People want to know, well, I want to fill this gap. I want to be part of this, of filling this gap, while not allowing anything like left out, and put together these my IT skills to solve real world business issues. So our students, some have academic or work experience. All of them, or most of them, have some undergrad in computer science, in BCA, the business computer applications. They are all, we see lots of passion for business and for solving problems there. In terms of labs, we have labs that are exclusive for the BIA students, very, very cutting edge labs with equipment that are used in the companies right now. What you see in the college, what you see in our simulators, is what you're gonna find in the company, in the industry. So state-of-the-art equipment. And whether during COVID or not, you have a problem with your laptop, you have a problem with your device, you have a problem, you have questions that were not, you didn't have time to answer in classroom. No worries, we have what we call the lab squad in the BIA. The lab squad is a group of students that are in more advanced levels, that they're gonna sit down with you and be able to solve your problem installing X, Y, Z in your laptop. We're gonna be able to have, they're gonna be able to do some tutoring with specific aspects that might not be fully understood. They're gonna help you with assignments. They're not gonna do it for you, they're gonna help you. But that's one of the parts of the program that students like the most, because they have the support. They are not just after class left alone, go and do your stuff. No. In terms of career preparedness, we have the career services, a very, very dynamic department with lots of connections. We have the local guest speakers that will come and talk to us about the Canadian way of doing things, right? and about the IT in general. The field trips, as I said, usually on year 2 of the program, international jobs and internships. Internal jobs and internships. As I said, you're gonna have chance to work with us as part of the lab squad, for example, as part of the, helping others already using your skills. Certifications, we're gonna be helping you in your preparation to get certified, to get internationally recognized certifications. CAP-M, like the PMI, CCNA, Azure. We discuss on a day on a day on a case by case basis, where you would find jobs, where which company, what type of company nowadays need to have their business problems solved using technology. Pretty much all of them. And we have, like in London area, we have a huge concentration in terms of banks. So the banking, financial area, healthcare, education, insurance companies, all of those companies, they need a lot us. They need what? They need what you see at the top of this slide: data scientists, BSA, business systems analysts, mobile developers, network administrators, but they have people that can give them solutions, provide them solutions. And that's what the BIA is all about: preparing you to give solutions, but speaking their language in a way that they will understand, and in a broad spectrum in terms of IT solutions. So you can see telecom, you can see the government, you can have some entrepreneurial ideas and start your own company. Ideas are pretty much endless in terms of job opportunities. Last but not least, as I said at the beginning, and I'd like to close it with that, to wrap it up, every graduate of the Business and Information System Architecture program will receive an Ontario College Graduate Certificate. Graduate, for those of you who are not familiar with the terminology, in here, graduate means postgraduate. So we have the undergrad and grad. So is the way that we may actually address that, or you can just call it a postgraduate course. But when you say a graduate certificate, is a postgraduate level. So I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Again, my name is Mark Bueno. I have this is my email if you need to reach out. And I'd like to now open to any questions and answers to an FAQ type of thing.
Thank you, Mark, for providing such insightful information on the program at Fanshawe College. Now let's move on to the question and answer session. Let's start with the first question that we already have here. Mark, the question asked is, what are the other certifications available for students taking the program apart from the PG, or apart from the graduate certificate? What are the certificates?
The certificates in the program, the certificate.
Yeah, what accreditation certification that may be offered?
In the program, well, as I said, I mean, the formal certificate, you're gonna be actually one of the, you're gonna get the Ontario Graduate Certificate. That's the your formal degree. In terms of certifications, industry certifications, if that's the question, we prepare students in a variety of areas. So as I said, networking, cloud computing, web development, so and businesses. So in all of them, the courses are prepared to help you get certified in those areas. So for example, in project management course, you're gonna be prepared we're going to help you prepare to the PMI certification, so you become certified in the PMI or in the beginning levels of the CAP M, which is the initial levels of the PMI. We have the AWS, the Amazon Web Services certification to prepare you for that as well. We have certifications in the area of cybersecurity, certifications in the area of web development, and mobile development as well. So you actually will, the program is open enough to guide you, to give you enough knowledge so you can tell us, we can sit down and discuss what your goal is, what our goals are, and we can guide you with what the best certification would be for you, if that's a question. Hopefully I answered the question.
Yeah, thank you for your answer for the question. Let's go on to the next question here. Please, I would like to know if BIA has any relationship with knowledge management.
Knowledge management, yes. The knowledge management area is part. It is part of the BIA as a whole. We don't have like a course specifically like that. That's called like the knowledge management thing, but the knowledge management arena as a whole, including and that includes artificial intelligence, all sort of augmented reality. Those are part of the subjects that we take on level 3 and 4, and those areas, those courses that you're going to take there, they encompass the knowledge management arena. Data science, knowledge management is very broad, so definitely you'll be in touch with that mainly on semesters 3 and 4 of the program. So the answer is yes.
Right. Thank you, Mark, for the answer. Our next question is, so this one is really interesting. Why is the program BIA1B Business Information System Architecture designed only for international students? Why not the domestic students?
Why? That's the question. Why it is for international students only, not domestic students?
For international, yeah.
It is actually that's not actually very accurate. The course has the first 2 years of the course, which we call it like the ITI part, or information and technology infrastructure. We have domestic and international students. It's the full-blown thing, and those students can actually move from the 1 year to the 2-year program, no problem. But in terms of the full-blown course, the 2-year course, it is basically, it targets international students, but it's not exclusive. It's not that you're gonna exclusively have international students in the program. It brings students from other levels. You're gonna see the level 1 and level 2. You're gonna have people from, domestic and international students. It depends. It's not something that it was like designed just for international students. I think that I updated the slide in one of the areas here that it says it's domestic and international, not only international. If it says international, my apologies. It's both.
Thank you for the answer. We've got one more question here. Now, the student has asked that the student has completed or graduated with a BSc in computer science. With your extensive knowledge of the IT industry, which program do you advise to the student between business and information systems architecture or a combination of business analysis with project management?
I would suggest it's hard for me to talk about the other the second program that he or she actually asked about, because it's not a program that I have, that I have I just know about the program, but I don't coordinate, I don't take part of that program specifically, program management. But what I can tell you from my experience and from students that come with a strong computer science background and a strong experience, is that I think you're gonna take the best of. In my view, I tend to think that the BIA is gonna give you the best uh, the best value for your investment, because even though the person may have a like a good experience and good background, uh, that background may not be actually acquired in Canada. And although we can think of IT as a global thing, it's used everywhere. We will be dealing with IT applied to Canadian businesses. So uh, at the same time that the person will be able to review, recap, the person will be upgrading his or her technical skills, and at the same time dealing with business the way we do in Canada. While um, of course it's a personal preference, but I would believe that if the person takes just the program management and everything, the person may say, "Oh, but you know what? I miss a lot of bit of my technical things and getting up to speed with what is new out there, the way that we do in Canada." So I think the BIA will be a good fit for that person. And I can speak deeply and for the BIA program. I cannot speak for other programs.
Right, right. Thank you so much, Mark, for the answer. So we have one time for one more question. We can squeeze in one more question, guys.
Absolutely.
Any more questions? The attendees here? Uh, Mark, I've got one question which has been asked a lot during the other open houses as well. So if that is okay, can I ask that question?
Sorry, say it again. I had some problem with the audio.
No, I'm saying that there was one question about. Okay, so we've got a question from student. Let's take that one. Now, student says, currently I'm working as a cloud systems engineer. With my previous job experience, help me getting a job as a student or after completion of this program in Fanshawe?
If the person is going to be able to, that's
Yeah,
the
would they
question.
be able to find a job easily on the basis of their experience after they complete this program?
Yeah, that's an interesting question, and I'm very honest. I'm very very honest when people ask that question.
Mhm.
It depends. It depends on what? It depends on a few factors. Uh, it depends on us, and we are 100% sure that we're doing everything for you to get your job after you graduate. Everything. We talk to industry, we have our connections with industry. We have inside the program, we have programs that will uh, put you in touch with the industry. But there's a second part of the program that is you. How much effort are you willing to put in the program to learn actually what the program has to offer and what the program has to offer in regarding to the Canadian market? Because many people may say, I have lots of experience. I'm originally from Brazil. When I came here and I had experience already, but in banking, but it was a different thing. So it would be hard for me to find an equivalent, even an equivalent type of thing even after taking a course, before taking a course, I would need to learn more and put in lots of effort in that so I could follow the program the outline, the course outlines and everything. And the BIA is going to prepare you for that. But it's a two-way street. It's between us, college, Fanshawe. You have guarantees and you have no the BIA is for sure one of the best programs in the country. I have no question about it, but it depends on the student as well. It depends on how much effort he or she will be put in it, and we'll be there during the whole program to support you in every phase of the program so you can get a job. Our goal is that you get the job in your field after graduation in Canada.
Right. Thank you so much for that great answer. We have now reached at the end of our session. Thank you to all the attendees and the students who have submitted their questions today. We really hope that your questions were answered in regards to Business Information Systems Architecture program. If you have any more questions, feel free to connect with the Fanshawe recruiters at international@fanshawe.ca. Or again, I've shared that before, that you can book a one-on-one appointment with your recruiter in your region. Thank you so much, Mark, for taking the time today and speaking to us about your amazing program at Fanshawe. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you so much. It was my pleasure. And I look forward to actually welcoming all of you that see the BIA as suitable for your needs. Thank you so much. Thanks for the opportunity.
You.